That is where I want to set my base of discussion from. Why am I saying it is not well? See, vizuri, because we have something we call customer relationship management. It can be from up there up to down. See, like what you manager, it's not a must. But if you're able to connect with someone or bank, you get a lot of knowledge. A lot of knowledge. People, the Bible says people perish because of lack of knowledge. And that is why we are perishing financially, because of lack of knowledge. And the reason why we are here is to unlock our potential. Nikiuliza hapa products ngapi za banki mnajua, most people know kufungua account na kupewa mkopo, si ndio? Si hiyo ndio tunajua? Madam, si hiyo ndio tunajua? Hiyo ingine ni, and if I ask you how do you go about it, it is a story. So some of the challenges we discussed them here that you are going through, we've come to learn and unlock the challenges that we go through in the banking sector. So first of all, is an SME person, small, medium enterprises. So we have small, the medium enterprises. So we also have the corporates. But for now, we are talking about SME. And I love SME. The reason why I love SME, they are the key drivers for economy. They are the key drivers of the economy. So what do we have for the SME in the banks? I've said number one, it is banking is the same in all banks. Let me demystify this. Banks give the same services. Unafungua account, unaeka pesa, unatoa, mobile banking here and there, loans ziko, si ndio? What differentiates banks is the relationship and the connection you have with the bank. And that is where we are as a country, that most of our people, they even don't have the knowledge on how even to borrow a small loan from a bank because they lack the advice. So today I want to challenge you big time, big time. If there's nothing you take from this summit, from me, take this challenge that you need to know the people you are dealing with and sit down with them for advice. I've come here to say that you are most welcome to banks. We usually have that engagement, and when you hold for such kind of forums, please come. You learn something from it. So what is it? What is an SME customer? Is a person who is down there and who is also at the middle class people. So they can be classified as micro and the SME guys. SME are now the middle ones. So you can start as a micro. I have heard a story where someone ameanza kama hawker, and right now they are owning assets and assets. What is required in a SME person for you to thrive? A lot of knowledge, and a lot of financial discipline. Hapo kwa discipline ndio shida inakuanga sana. Kwa discipline is what we will handle, because some of the challenges you go through is because we lack financial discipline. So my ask to you is that when you want to start, I've had someone wants to start a business. How are you going to get finances to start a business? Because mostly banks come in when you've already started the business. And do you know the reason why? Why do we chip in after you've started? Do you know the reason? We don't like chipping in if you've not started, or we like chipping in after you've started. You don't know. Who knows? We want to interact so that we see we have this knowledge. Nani anajua? Hello? Habari zenu? Tufanye breaker, ndio tukue free. We are tense. I'm a very good person. Yes. Yes, please try.
I can say they chip in because they can assist you with a loan. So, if they give you a loan, you can increase your business, and they would like you to grow.
Why do we discourage starting for you and chipping in after you start?
Because when probably I start through your initiative, through you convincing me I might not own it. Like they say, free things do not have value. So now, if I am able to start it myself, I already have the future where I want to go, I have the direction. And so now when you come in, you're not coming in to give me a new, maybe to be a new perspective in terms of funding and all that. And so I think then I'll be able to progress.
Thank you. We can clap for it, one clap. Ownership. Ownership is very important in business. If you come and you get money from a loan and start, from a bank and start a business, there is no ownership. So tunajua moja kitu tumeinvest. We have some attachments to it. Number two is that you should have known the dynamics of the business and your cash flows. So when you come to a bank now to borrow, we don't spoil the relationship because you already know from my margins I'm able to get this money. And these are the risks that are involved with this business. So it becomes a straightforward thing so that we are able to grow. If you come to a bank and take a loan, there's interest you need to pay and you don't know the dynamics of the business. If it collapses, the relationship is messed up. And that's how people hate banks, because of lack of information. So you need to own up the business by starting, even if it is small. Start it up with a lot of passion and know this is what I want to do. So we need to see people coming up, even if it's small savings, even if it's huge. You invest in your business and see the dynamics in the business. So when you're coming, you already know your cash flows. So we need to understand why we say startups for banks. Sometimes nasikia mtu akisema na sasa mimi madam nimetoka campus. Nataka kuanza biashara. Kwani hakuna mwenye mnaweza nisaidia? And there's also the issue of money. Money comes in different feelings. Nasikia mtu anapewa pesa badala yake biashara anaenda diversion of funds. Sindio? But when you've started, you've already conceptualized what you want and how you will do it and how you will actualize your dream. You have a vision. And like when you're given money to start, it is easier that way. It will be so easy for you to continue with that business. So which are these options of products that we have in the bank for an SME person? So I'm talking about the small and the medium, both. I'll combine, but we'll ask questions. So we have something that we call working capital. Working capital is you have a business, but you want to increase your stock levels and you want to buy more stock levels, so we'll give you a working capital loan. So it's basically for people who are selling something. You're selling goods. You also can be selling services, but you want money to acquire a contract or something. So it's someone basically who is doing business that we can support to do working capital. So you can be selling a product or a service. SME has people who sell products and sell services. What does our kid sell? Services. Capsicum. Who said capsicum? What do you sell? A product. So they are in business, they are entrepreneurs. So the products are structured differently to fit their need. So when you go to a bank, you need a financial advice to give you a product that fits your need. That fits your needs, not the needs of the bank. Banks should give solutions, not products. So that is why I say you need someone to work with you. So number two, we also have asset finance. Most of us know what's asset finance. But we associate asset finance with vehicles, mostly. We associate with vehicles. But we have landed properties. So one thing I want to tell you about this financing, you need also to be aligned with your business. It has to be aligned with your business. So Tom, I don't know if I take them through the products and then I'll receive questions later. Okay. So asset finance is where you are financed to buy a movable or immovable assets. So it depends on which business you are doing. And one thing I discourage customers in SME is buying a liability. when your business is not very stable. Do not buy a liability. You've started a business and you want to buy a Mercedes-Benz for you to drive around. Please look at your cash flows. Ensure that it's aligned with your business before you make a bad decision. And one thing I will always tell you when you go to a banker, be as honest as possible for you to get the right product. Some of us, the mistakes we make is that you go to a bank, you want a working capital in papers, but what you're going to do is to buy applause. They are two different things. And this idea of if I get a loan, I will not get another product, it is not there. If you qualify for 2-3 products as a banker, we will support you. We support bankers. We support customers. Because you can be in a business that needs a motor vehicle, that you're in real estate, you need a product, a property, you need working capital, you're selling spare parts. So all these products are available. It depends on the need. So please just stretch where your hand can reach. Do not overstretch yourself. Because when you're taking a loan, there are things that you need to look at. Are you able to pay? Are you able to pay? Are you taking the money to the right purpose that you said? Is it income generating activity you are doing? Or is it a liability? So we also have other categories of people. I know people here, young people will be contractors, suppliers, and also such kind of people. We have trade finance products. Trade finance are people that actually are given either LSO or LPO. We know this LPO, local purchase order. You've been given a contract to supply maybe masks, for example, and you want money. And these are very short-term loans. You want to supply and get paid and do another one. So if you venture into supplies or contracting business, the best product is trade finance. Don't go for a term loan because you are paid lump sum once. Don't go to term loan. Term loan are the ones that are paid monthly. And you realize you are paid after 2, 3, 4, 5 months. That is how people get into problems, because you took a wrong product for the right purpose, but a wrong product. Yes, you supplied, but you are paid one-off. So let's make sure that when we go to banks, we disclose what we are going to do with the money, and also get advice so that we are able to actualize our dreams. So also we have some other things that we do with the trade finance, like import duty. For example, you're importing, you're exporting. There's so much that we can do with the importers and the exporters. So if you're importing, first of all, you need a very good foreign exchange. Also, you need import duty financing. So banks have so much that you can be given. The only problem we have is that we are not aligned to have business well. We don't say what we want exactly so that we are structured. We don't have a relationship with our banks. Key number one is you need to have someone to walk you through the financial products of the banks. So, we also have, I had someone saying about groups. We have very huge opportunity also in group lending. I had you say about groups. And some of us were in these groups. Some very good SME groups and some small groups, both of them. There's an opportunity to get money through a group without a security. These are the products, of course, we need securities here and there. But there's an opportunity people, startups should embrace. Startups. If you are a startup of a business and you feel like going to a bank direct, you don't have money, join a group. A group lending is very crucial for the small entrepreneurs. I've had guys who have just graduated. You need to put yourself together in a group. Get trained, get empowered. That is where now you can get startup money easily. But when you come as an individual, it is not very easy. So you need to join a group, join like-minded people, but people fear groups because of the default rates. But I usually say, When you work with someone, ensure you know that person. A group needs a minimum of 5 people. So if you are like-minded 5 people, you can have a very good, vibrant group. So that the young guys who are coming from NCBA University, that you can have an opportunity to access funds and start up business. But for the SME guys, we look at the business, we look at the solutions we have. And one thing I love about SME is that your space is broad, your space is wide. You've not exploited your potential. The only reason why you are not doing it is because you don't have the knowledge. We can be learned, but the financial literacy is wide. Products are evolving every other day, so you need to align yourself. I know people have questions. Tom, I want to give opportunity for questions, or you can ask me, shoot the questions if you have, for me to answer. And you can think of a question that you can shoot on behalf of bankers, all the bankers. I'm representing bankers here.
Yeah, so in terms of questions, we have a session set specifically for the Q&A. So note down your questions, just put them down. Madam Janet will be getting ready for them. Then after that, we'll also have yet another session whereby we will note down most of the questions from the speech or the keynote speech she has given. We will compile some of the questions, then we will give to her.
Okay, so I beg to stop there because I just wanted to introduce what is banking and what you can do in the SME space. And one thing I want to do is that please give me as many questions as possible. I know